Let me see here. Camera's working. A little dark. Got some sun today. I'm warm. Did Dilly think I was watching Pee Wee football players? Is that what Dilly thought? What the hell's the matter with that guy? Sig Sawyer. That's what it is. When Sig Sawyer's not DMing me back, he's practicing Rocket League. He's studying the blade. So you're forgiven, Sig. Never message me again. If you're going to play Rocket League like that when you get on the field, when you get on the pitch, as they call it, then feel free. Ignore me all day. There's a double commit there on the save. Tricky comes in. Shows him why you don't do that. Tied 1-1. Siggy Sour. Yeah, some guys, with you and your names, it's like a pronunciation class sometimes. I just go with what's phonetic. Icarus goes off the backboard. Sig Sour there on the dribble. Tricky on the save. Civvy crosses. Icarus stops at the front post. Tricky comes out to help. Civvy sends it right back. More speed by the Hattie. He gets a second chance. And it pops up. Sig turns around. Pops one. And a save by Icarus. Tricky going the other way.
That's assault, brother.
First demo of the series. Obvious Goat. I see you're the sub available. This isn't a S17A A team, is it? S17A team. Icarus, he sees the bump, takes care of the rest, 2-1.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely.
Tricky just loads up, barrels into the defender with his Octane. And Icarus does the rest. Quick diagnosis of the fields. I'm not sure if officially, but close enough. Okay, fair enough. We like tiny and fluff, I guess. Okay. I do as well. I don't really have to guess about it, though. I love the energy, man. Thank you, Goobs. It's not always. And not, you don't like follow me and expect that from me at all times. He always got that. Alright, so Sig dribbles. He's going to pop one. And Icarus again with the save. Icarus is looking good, man. Civvy sends it out. Almost gets over Tricky. Tricky pops up just enough to put it high. Civvy tries a back pass. Sig Sauer drops it down. Tricky, maybe a self pass off the corner. Can't slice it. Sig again going for a dribble. Try to pass up the outlet. Icarus on the wall, low on boost, down to 0. Let's see what he wants here. Takes the ball, misses the 100, and Civvy comes in to help out. Great read by Civvy. Smart play. Let's see what Trickarus has here. Tricky goes for the 50. Tricky to Civvy. And another demo.
Why would you kill him like that?
This one pops up. Sour goes straight up. That looks on, and Icarus will not get to that one. Just too many shots from Yes that are all on target. And Icarus was there, but boost has been an issue since he was on the other side of the field. So that one gets by. We're tied 2-2. Icarus called the wet team. That's why. Touch there by Civvy. It's going the other way. Another demo.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Tricky. Pass to himself off the wall. Gets the second touch. And Icarus was locked down on the defensive side of things for quite some time, but that's 2 he lets go by. And Icarus, he went where he thought the ball was going to go instead of covering the goal. Classic mistake, and he is punished. Yes, with, I believe, their first lead of the series. Now 3-2. Anybody's ball. Sour's there. Tricky comes in on that one. Icarus floats it away. Civi try to adjust. What a shot from Tricky. He needs an extra nudge. Icarus is in the neighborhood but can't put it on target. Nice dunk there by Tricky. Sends it downfield. Icarus trying to stay with it. Loses the ball, gets popped over. Civi can't touch. Tricky sends a bouncy ball towards Sour, and Icarus just keeps flying in with no regard for much. Tricky pops up to himself, touches it. Close one. And there's Icarus. Great placement, great shot.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Icarus' aggressiveness pays dividends there. We are tied again. 3-all. There's been a handful of lead changes here, including ties. And there's a 50. Drops down blue corner. Icarus, a one-hopper. Sig trying to run it down. Goes out. Civi running down the field. Sends one on. And they can't finish it in regulation.
Fight!
So we're going to transition to overtime. Looks like advantage blue at the moment. And no touch. That was Tricky on the attempted shot. Good play. It's really what he needed in the moment. Just couldn't finish it up. Tricky drives out. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Sig Sauer. 50 from Tricky. He wins it. Civi is by himself. Pops it up. Playing defense. Icarus tests flight. Goes off the backboard, and Sig Sauer is going to dribble it the rest of the way. Make one man miss. Wide open field ahead of him.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
41 seconds is all it took, and they have to watch out for Sig Sauer's patience and his dribbling ability. He is making the most of these possessions. Whereas both Icarus and Tricky just get a little anxious and try to dive onto the play. And that cost them 2 goals. And when you're talking overtime, those goals definitely add up. So we'll go into ready. Sig Sauer, that's the guy. Hat trick. 7 shots on it. 12 total from Yes. 9 saves for Trickarus. So does it work? Yes. Is it comfortable? Not really. So they're going to want to flip that pressure as well as we proceed into game number 2. Icarus was lined up. Tricky says, no, I got this, my guy. You hang back. Woda is going to melt my face with this camera light. Let's go. 8 seconds in, and Trickarus has the lead 1-0. But just as we saw in game 1, a lead is fleeting, especially if you're not able to lock things up on the back end. Icarus taking his time off the wall. He gets dunked. Tricky is there. Off the post for a second, and Sig Sauer jams it in. Tied again.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
Great dunk there by Sig. Way to be there. Obviously, if he's back, that play is just not getting made. Icarus misses it. Another easy one for yes. Just a little pinball action there. And yes, we'll take a very early lead. Now Icarus wins on the kickoff. Sig Sauer overruns it. 0 boost for him. Civi in the back. Crosses midfield. He might dunk Icarus. Icarus has to be crazy. Has to be careful. Square his shoulders. Pass back to Sauer. Tricky on the wall. Sends it away. Gets the dunk. Tricky. Driving back. Icarus trying to make something out of nothing. Pops up. Waterfall down in front of the orange net. Where's Icarus? He's there. Off the back wall. Tricky not ready. And Civi is going to escort the ball out. After he gets stuck. Now Sauer on the play. Pops in. 50s. Remains on blue end. Icarus gets up in a dunk of his own. Sig Sauer is going to have to defend the 2v1. Missed the catch. There's the pass and Tricky reins it in.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo. ¡Ojo, Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
3 minutes, 18 seconds, back and forth. The whole series may be like this. But time will tell. Civi comes up on the cheat. And a better shot, something harder, faster, may have been enough to score. But as we have it and not the case, Tricky pops it up. Was looking to not dribble. He popped it away, went for the shot. Icarus clears it. Past Civi, past midfield. Sig Sauer just respawned. And great save by Civi. Pops it up to his captain, Sig Sauer, using the last of his boost to score. What a play.
Oh yeah, banana bread, bro.
Tricky can't get back to it, and that is why transitional plays matter. That's why it matters how many situations you can score in and how well you can control your car. Again, depending on the circumstances. Sig Sauer, no wasted motion, no wasted boost, and puts Trickarus on notice immediately after their offense attempt. Icarus goes flying. Sig Sauer jams it in. 2-4, double the lead there. And they are running out of time. 2:19 remaining. Definitely possible, but Trickarus has to stop making it easy. Because yes is a good enough team to take that and then some. Floating down the wall. Sig Sauer's all over the place. He's a problem. Icarus floats it off the back orange wall. Civi sends it to midfield. Tricky stops it. But Sig is there. Something we haven't talked about is Yes's rotations. And there it is. Again and again and again. You can do the coolest thing you've ever seen in Rocket League one time. But Rocket League, especially IGL, is all about consistency. So let's talk about consistency. My man Sig Sauer is coming off a hat-trick performance in Game 1, and it's more of the same in Game 2 as Yes leads by 3. There's the kickoff. Civi on the cheetah. 50 from Icarus, but Orange maintains possession. Sends a shot on Icarus with the save. Sauer Touches here. And Civi, more dribbles from Yes! My lord! Civi gets it, beats both defenders.
Mathematical!
And now it is a 4-goal lead. Trickarus trying to go down swinging here, but it is that just going down. Probably not too late on the series, and it's not too early to start talking about playoff implications here. We are sitting here in week 5, and this is where things are starting to fall in place. So let's talk about the 2-1 Trickarus and the 2-2 Yes. But if they continue this pace, these two teams are going to have the same record. But if it's a sweep, a 3-0 sweep, then obviously Yes has a huge advantage in the win percentage tiebreaker. 6 Hour running down the field. Icarus dives into it, gets the midfield 100. Look at the dribble. Look, he just can't get a hold of it. Passes to Tricky. Tricky floats it away. Good play by him. Perhaps maybe too little too late. A little under 20 seconds remaining and 3 goals. I believe in magic. I believe in miracles, but this one may be a little too lofty here. I remember I should schedule our week 5 match. You should. You should. It's already day 1. Icarus floats it over. 6 hours around. They don't need to do much here. And a dominant performance from them. That's Team Yes. Zelo Train, what up? So a 2-0 lead on the series. 5 goals for 6 Hour, 3 saves for him, 10 shots, and Sig just hand him the ball and watch him work. 1,000 points he eclipses there. Already up, waiting on Civi. Tricky gets the hat trick, but when you let the other team score 6, I mean, it's you know, it's hard to sing the praises there. Come on, Wet Roadkill. Keep the momentum. Yes, don't let up. So let's see here. Game number 3 underway. Six Hour coming up. He's looking for a double. I believe it. Not quite. Tricky. Looking to dribble himself. Civi on the shadow. And does a good job of it. Coming out of the corner. Tricky driving down the field. Racing, running out of boost. And Civi gets the better of it anyways. Drives off the wall. Drops to the turf. And Icarus floats it away. Civi sends it right back. Looks on a backflip.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
Nice shot. Bar down. Stays in. Sig Sauer. Remember the name.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Now, Yes, with a 1-0 lead here in Game 3. It is match point for them. The burden of proof is on Trickarus. And here is Icarus looking to dribble. 6 Hour looks comfortable. Went for a shadow play. And at the very least was able to force Icarus's hand into an early pop. Tricky comes to help out, but looks like he's relinquishing possession as we speak. And a demo. And 6 Hour, that killer instinct. He smells blood in the water from miles away. The dribble, the demo, the shot. and the 2-0 lead. Kickoff. Driving in. Icarus against the wall. Tricky pops up. Civi can't touch, but Tricky can. First goal for Trickarus in game number 3. They're going to need plenty more of those to keep pace with this Yes team. Tricky calls in the airstrike on the shot. Icarus can't touch. Tricky pops up. Back to the other side of the field. Icarus drives in. Tries to set himself up off the back orange wall. Not quite. What a heater there from Tricky. Civi reads it the whole way. Tries a self-pass down the field. Big boom on the save. And now it's Sour. If you don't know this man is dangerous with a Rocket League ball, then you must just be joining us. Hold on, Icarus sends a shot. Looks a little high. It's right under. We're tied 2-all.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Sig Sauer with the rare mistake. Icarus is there to take advantage. Zelo Train not gonna give you a break. Here's Tricky off the wall.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
You hate to see it. That looked like it was gonna be magical. Icarus gets stunked, misses the boost. And it's those kind of plays that start to happen, those routine plays, something as simple as getting boost on the rotation back. Those start to go away. Even those start to become difficult when you're in your own head. When you come into play a 2-2 team and you're down 2-0 on the series, you just start overthinking. Your mechanics start failing you. Icarus gets up. Tricky. Back. He almost got demoed there. As Civi is driving around the bend. Ball pinches out. Up, ceiling down. Tricky flies into the action. Not sure that was needed, but good pressure. He's able to lend out. Ball sets. Captain Obvious Go. He's calling for some physicality. There's a demo.
He shouldn't have been standing there.
Not sure that's what Obvious Go had in mind. What a save by Sig Sauer. Backboard. Civi going the other way, looking to take the lead. It'll be 3-2 here. Icarus going the other way. Civi keeping pressure, keeping blue thinking. And a double commit there. This is dangerous. Good touch by Tricky. Good dunk by Civi. And Sig is going to peel it off his own back wall. Tricky tackles. Icarus floats up, looking to get the dunk. Sig Sauer's there. And a dunk on Tricky. Neither team backing down. Here's a floater. Icarus with the save. Half a minute remaining. Icarus low on boost, picks up a midfield 100. Trying to get something going there. Civi sends it out. Not a huge clear, but a clear nonetheless. Tricky will have a shot. A one-hopper. Trickarus. We were talking about going down, swinging. Civi just gets a little careless there.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
15 seconds remaining. Still some time here if Yes wants to force an overtime. Icarus touches. That may be the last possession here for Yes. And Trickarus will not get swept and build a little bit of momentum. Still a close affair, 3-2. Tricky is the MVP, 2 goals, 4 shots. Obviously 50% efficiency.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
And now Zelo Train's asking about a reverse sweep. Dilly's coming in with some chance. Here we go, Trickarus. Here we go. Civi a little slow to ready up. I will do the same. Is Icarus being the best second man he can. 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 save. And let's go here. Civi gets to save, another boom out to Sig Sauer. It looked like a fake. Sig Sauer is in the play. He's already had several scores on dribbles. Icarus sends it out. Sig Sauer.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
Driving in. Trickarus with their back against the wall, just clawing, fighting desperately to get that clear. And Tricky does end with it. Icarus sends it away just to keep them guessing. Civi has been out of sorts a little bit. Tricky with the shot. Icarus will get credit with the assist.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo, Cristiano, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
And Trickarus will take a 1-0 lead. 4 minutes, 11 seconds. If you're just joining us, they have lost a few leads here. But the silver lining is that they also got their first win on the series in game number 3. Avoided the sweep by a narrow 3-2 win. But Civi's having a hard time making some touches here. Icarus trying to get it out, and he does. Back pass to his captain. Gets robbed. Civi sends it out.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And that's just what I'm saying. Civi's had a hard time looking for a booming clear, but he's kind of just been handing it to this Trickarus team. Sig Sauer pops it in the corner. Another 50 to the blue side of the field. Touched by Tricky. He was not only trying to avoid the sweep, he's trying to win this. Icarus on the other side. And all 3 of their goals have come on assists.
Mathematical!
Great angle by Icarus. Great power slide into the shot. 3.5 minutes to go, and Yes is trying to pick up the pieces here. Uh-oh, did Zelo call it again? And it's a tall order. We'll see. They're looking good. 50 goes out. Other side of the field to orange corner. Civi can't touch. Civi's having a rough go. Let's check ping. Civi a green 28. Jumps up to 32. He might be bouncing back and forth. But this is not the Civi that we got used to in the first 2 games. Captain Obvious Goat says, yes, you got plenty of time here. And they do. Still 3 minutes. 4 goal deficit. Not crazy by any means. And on the demo, then Civi's going to send one home. Nice shot. A great slice from him from the corner. And maybe that's just what the doctor ordered. Now a 3-goal deficit, and now maybe Yes can breathe easy. I think we've all been in those games before where your opponent scores 1, 1 becomes 2, and all of a sudden you're down 4 goals before you even really know what happened exactly. So maybe that 1 goal from Yes will stop the bleeding, turn momentum, or at the very least neutralize it. 6 Hour looking to dribble. He's had a lot of solo plays as well. There's the pass in front of the goal. Icarus touches it away. Alligatorsaurus with the rate of 3. What up, Gator? What up, Raiders? Just trying to finish up this best of 5 series. It's a demo on the other end.
Go!
Under 2 minutes now. Yes is running out of time to lock it up. Lock it up in this game 4. It's overhead. And Icarus, what a touch!
Slam a cow! That was tops!
Great adjustment with the octane from Icarus. Keeps it going 5-1. Now we're not even talking comeback anymore. We're talking Brazil. Is it Brazil territory? You can't say Brazil too loud. You're going to have to whisper it so, you know, people don't get too worried. But it is kind of shaping up that way. Civi sends it out again. Tricky. Looks like he wants to be patient here. But only until he scores. 6-1. Tricky. Letting them have it.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo. ¡Ojo, Cristiano! ¡Cristiano en el área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
Games are going well. This is the first of 2 tonight. And Trickarus is looking to force a game 5. So hope your stream was good, Gator. Icarus running up the wall. So, you know, we're talking about a little South American country, a little 7-1 score spread. 6 Hour taking his time, drops it in, dangerous touch. Look at the snipe.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
And it is a Brazil. Yeah, I think only me and Nitro Cloud have this. But 7-1, 53 seconds left, and Trickarus is not only going to force a game 5, but they're going to do it in style. 6 Hour puts it to the blue wall. Sour. Pops. Icarus with the catch. They don't need much here. Lotus says I'm far too poor. Pisha, 2 times in a row. To what do I owe the pleasant surprise? Bounce out. Into the air. No one can touch. And Civi misses. And Civi, he needs to calm down here. I've only seen him play this series, but he is too good for these misses. 3 seconds left. This one will go to Trickarus. And Vaughn is coming in. That kind of answers my question. If Vaughn comes in and roots for you, you're pretty much S17A. That's like the stamp of approval right there. So we will get a game 5. Brazil is larger than the Konas. And we'll ready up. So let's see. All the momentum goes to Trickarus heading into this game 5. Icarus with the hat trick, 2 assists, 3 saves, 11 shots for them, 3 saves for Yes. Civi, last one to ready up. Here he goes. Here comes game number 5. They're at least S17. Yeah, that's what Obvious Goat was saying. Clock resets to 5 minutes. Scoreboard resets to 0 apiece. And Icarus is climbing all over the dribbler. to discourage any shot or any capable offense. Icarus pops it up. Pass to himself. Off the wall. Slices it in. The Tricky's on the other end. Saved by 6 Sour. And everyone wants to see me. You guys knew I was in the sun today. See my red, sweaty face. Icarus collects a save. Nice play there. Just puts his nose, puts his Octane's body on the line to save that one. Tricky pops it up, sends it away. 6 Sour sends it right back down. He's going to get a goal here. 6 Sour jams it in.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
And this is more in line with what we saw from, yes, the first 2 games. If you're just joining us, Trickarus is looking to cap off. What a pass there. Does he have a shooter? Icarus is there, he says. Not only do you have a shooter, you have a firing squad.
This is my heater. I dare you to hit it.
Just drives up, knows what he has, puts it away from the last defender, and we are tied 1-1. Kickoff coming. 6 Sour pops up to blue corner. Icarus floats it away. Stays with it. 0 boost. Does enough there. And gets a boost star. There's the cross. 6 Sour's in trouble. Takes his time. Goes for the catch. Tricky stays on it. I like the pressure here from Tricky. And it may be a turning point for Trickarus is when Tricky not only had the pressure, but efficient pressure. You know, you could be there. You could be on the other side of the field, but if the ball gets over you or they get the ball around you at any form or fashion, then you don't really do your team any good. So I think that's what's changed as well. Just Tricky making the most of his positioning. As 6 Sour tries to get a ground pinch to go. Icarus fights in. Civi sends the shot on. Tricky rolls in. 6 Sour off the wall. We've seen some dazzling plays from him tonight, but he has been awfully quiet since game number 3. Great save there by Sour. Civi going the other way. 6 Sour needs a booming shot. Gets one, and Tricky
impressive
with a fantastic save. 6 Sour coming up again. Looking to test the defense one more time, but Icarus with a booming clear a demo on the other side.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
6 Sour dribbles. Goes out. Tricky lurking. Looking for the self pass. Off the wall. Gets up for it. And it looks like that initial touch was a little off. A little too far upfield. Icarus battling in. Civi driving in from front post. Pass to Icarus. He has some goal to work with it. Slots it in. Bends it. 2-1. And that's all he's got is heat. Two minutes to go. Fury, we need to upgrade your cooling. Is it lagging? Or are you talking about my face? Stuttering a bit? Okay. I haven't been seeing it a wee bit. Okay. I think it's just one of those things. Let me kill some programs. Alright, sorry here. Okay. Dropping a few frames here and there. Look at everyone just jump on me immediately. Alright, let me know if that helps. It should be good. The temps seem okay. Tricky seems okay. Look at the snipe right down the pipe.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Thought it was on my end. No, so I have issues with that from time to time. It's not too hot today. But you guys keep claiming the face cam, so It's not cool in this room by any means. Icarus floats it. Civi. Yes is at risk of going down 2-3 on the season, which, you know, it isn't a death sentence for any playoff run, but it does make things uncomfortable. Tricky. Driving it. Puts his Octane nose on it. Goes up the wall. He has boost to work with. He overruns it. You need that initial touch off the wall. He just gets a little too high. Icarus trying to shadow. Sig Sauer against the crossbar. Back to Tricky and a no-go. Half a minute left here. I say Russia. My vote's Russia. 4-1. This is a play and a half.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely.
Icarus just throwing that ass back like a bouquet to get in goal number 4. 27 seconds left. That might be it for Yes. Yes gets a no from Trickarus. There's a 50, and Tricky, again, he's really turned up the heat. If anything, Tricky's the reason for the frames dropping. Talk to that man about it. And one to grow on. It's the Brazil that paved the way. 8 seconds remaining. Trickarus can take some victory laps here. These last 8 seconds should just be a formality. Sig Sauer pops up. He probably knows if you could hang your car's head low in the game, they might be doing that. This was in the bag. The reverse sweep is capped off. We will be talking to Icarus in the post-game interview. Yo, the reverse sweep emote. Zelo Train did call it. And you were like basing that off of nothing. You're just talking out of your ass. But what a match. GG's for sure. Woo. Alright, let's get this interview going. No, not that one. There it is. Alright, calling out to Icarus. Icarus!
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. What's your heart rate at? I'm sure you have a heart rate monitor somewhere around the house.
Oh, I need to go find one. I have one close. No, it'll take too long.
Okay.
If
you had to guess.
It probably 120. Solid 120.
Yeah, you know, reverse sweep.
That feels good.
Once someone says reverse sweep, everyone's on the same page. You know, it says so much about you guys. Not only Rocket League ability, but also in your mentality, how headstrong you guys are. So talk to us about game number 3 where you turned it around.
Well, I think in game 2 we kind of stepped back and we're like, all right, just what are they doing, so we can figure it out going from here. And they were good. They were a good team.
Good,
so
yeah.
Credit where credit's due. But they definitely had. I don't remember the name, but the guy in the Dominus, he was doing a lot.
Sig Sauer.
Yeah, he was doing pretty much all their plays, and so we decided we were just gonna give him no time on the ball. Like if we saw him there, we were just gonna recklessly challenge.
And I think that was the turning point, because you're right. I mean, the team was good, but he was able to do a lot with space, with time. He was very patient. He was comfortable dribbling. He was comfortable in the air. And it seems like once you guys made the decision to insta challenge him, just as soon as he was close to it, yeah, I think that definitely neutralized him. Maybe it even frustrated him, because you know I think we've all have been reverse swept too, or something to that effect. You know, when you get to game 3 and the other team starts coming back, I don't know. That's at least frustrating for me. So there was, you guys probably fed into that with your change of play style as well.
Oh yeah, and in the comms on game 4, we were definitely like, you know, run it up, put that idea in the back of their head,
right.
make them think of the reverse sweep.
Right.
Then as soon as you're going, oh, don't do it, that's when you've lost.
Right, and that's kind of why I'm glad, soccer and Rocket League have the Brazil score line. Because if you just beat someone like 7-1, you're like, oh, you got beat pretty bad. But the fact that we have a whole nickname to it, and it's part of the culture, and I have an emote for it, and it's celebrated, it just means that much more. And so if you're able to put that score line on the team, you guys are right. I think they do get thinking about it, especially since it was game 4. And
that's not what you want to go into game 5 with.
Right.
That's what even Tricky said in like 10 seconds left in game 4. He's like, you don't want to go into game 5 with the Brazil.
No, no. And if you do, you want to slow everything down. They read it up quick. I thought they might take the full 60 seconds, but they went right back at it. And again, that might be in the frustration. Your decision making may not be entirely there at that point. So Tricky looked particularly good in the last 3 games. Did he do anything different in particular, or was it just you guys collectively trying to play a little faster, especially around 6 hour?
We like really communicated our defensive rotations. I think in the second game we thought we could just beat him with speed and go a lot on the second man.
Okay.
And they would kind of just get that awkward touch around us and fiddle it in the net. And so we were just like, all right, you're gonna just rush the ball, even if it's like from way across the field, and then the second man's gonna kind of shadow and be patient.
Right. It worked. So yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say Tricky really picked up the aggression in the last 3 games, and it was nice.
But you'll hear me say it in the cast. It was efficient. Like he was making the most of it. So not only was he there in their face, but he was making plays off of that presence as well. And then you have that weird read off the wall double tap with your Octane's ass into the net. What were you guys thinking of that shot?
I only play Rocket League after everyone else in the house goes to bed, and I woke up the whole house. My in-laws, my wife, everybody's awake.
Man, you're such a piece of shit. Because it's not like, if they wake up, they don't play Rocket League, so you're like, no, I got to double tap off the wall. You don't understand. They're like, oh, okay, all right, well, just keep it down. No, they're going to be like, wait, you're a fucking moron, and then maybe try to go back to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Is it really you only play at this hour when everyone's asleep?
Sometimes not. My wife teaches yoga at a place at like 5:30 in the morning, so they go to bed super early. So what everybody in bed is a little skewed.
Okay. One day I'm going to sit down with you and kind of find out the life that you lead, because I don't understand. You guys own a clinic. She teaches yoga. We don't have time for it here on this interview.
I know. And we had to schedule our match on Monday because I'm closing on a house on Tuesday. It's wild.
Oh, fuck that, man. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's awesome. It's such a momentous occasion. You're going to love it. Maybe you get your own room or space so you can yell for all the double taps, even when the other team does
all
it.
Of them. and not the clean double taps. The
the filth, the disgusting ones. The ones that weren't even calculated. Yeah.
No, it was calculated.
Okay. All right, man. I'm going to wrap this up. Got another match at the top of the hour. Anything else from you, sir?
All right, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Obama for telling me not to be afraid of the ball last night.
Ooh, okay.
And Dilly for telling me just not to miss it, because
sage advice from our tier 1 players. Did you write all this down? Don't be afraid of this. Is good. Keep it coming, fellas.
No, Obama had me in stitches last night because he would tell me you're playing too far back, and then I would just sit on the goal line and he'd be like, no, you're playing too far up. It was fun. Yeah. And then definitely shout out to Tricky. He picked it up a lot in those last 3 games. Yeah, nice shout out. Yeah, Obama's great because he's very interpersonal, and a very good Rocket League player, obviously. So he can coach you, and it's fun, it's entertaining, and he kind of makes fun of you, and everyone's laughing at you, and you definitely don't cry yourself to sleep when it's all over. But you play Rocket League better, and that's really the bottom line, I'd say. Yeah, it's much easier to take criticism when it's lighthearted.
Right. Anything else from you, sir?
No, that was a blast. That's just fun. That's what you want to see. Game 5. It's exciting.
It is. All right, man. Good talking to you. Congrats. Huge win. That was a big one. You guys are 3-1, 4-1?
I think we're 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, and I think that's a playoff spot because our one was a game 5. It was close. It's been fun because this is our first time in tier 3, and so it's nice to be doing well at it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good luck the rest of the way.
All right. Have a good night.
Peace. All right. Let me get ready for this next matchup here.